in overtime. And this one's going down to the wire as well. Here's Barry Triffett. The Blues trail by 3 points.
Still not a cloud in the sky. Brilliant sunshine. It will be in Launceston's eyes. That's the way it's heading towards the town end, the sun. So we'll see what the forwards can do as the ball comes into them. And Seymour takes the first one out of the centre, twists, and then puts it onto the left boot. Gets it in the paraphernalia direction, and he marks just outside 50. He thought of handballing back off to Fletcher Seymour, and then he decided to just chip over the top. To beautifully weighted pass. Launceston have the first opportunity through James Gillow to have a deliberate shot at goal. He will kick from just inside 50. We didn't have to worry about the sun there because he led into the pocket and not directly down the ground where the sun's shining at the moment, but it's brilliant conditions here at Windsor Park. You couldn't wish for anything better. If you want to play footy, this is the ideal day. As James Gillow comes in with the left boot, is swinging back. Goal umpire takes one step to the left and says, that's okay. Gillow kicks his second, and the Blues hit the front in the first minute of the final term, 9-8-62. The Bombers, Lauderdale, 8-11-59.
I think about James Gillow, Mac, he always makes the best part of his opportunities, with it snap for goal, a set shot.
It's hard, that small forward role, small medium forward, but he bobs up regularly for his 2 goals. And
nice mark by Killaley there as well.
Yeah, and as I said, he's done a defensive job all day on Josh McGuinness. So they've recognised Josh McGuinness, and he's basically let out of the way. He's played a really good team game, has Ben Killaley. Josh McGuinness, he likes to sit at centre half back and just zone off. Hasn't been able to do so today.
It's not a great bounce. It favours Smith, who thumps it to Siggins, who gets caught the year prior. Of course, Ben Killaley, Mac, has a role with the Devils, fitness.
Yeah, he's one of their strength and conditioning coaches, looks after the northern squads here.
That's a score we might get in a minute, Mac, if you've got a chance. As Franklin gets away now to Siggins, who shrugs the tackle. Kicks it towards the wing here, towards Sutton, who's had a lot of possessions today. He's pursued there by Palfreyman. Sutton gets away, but then he falls over. As umpire says a trip. As we get a bit of feedback there from the balcony.
Early on down at Launceston, late in the first quarter, Standing Dog Stingrays 3-1-19 lead the Tassie Devils 1-4-10.
Okay, so tight contest there. Tackle laid by Karanoy out, no prior. We're deep now in Lauderdale's 50, about 25 out from goal.
Matt McGuinness kicked the goal for the Tassie Devils.
Playing up forward.
Yeah, Matt McGuinness.
The swing man. As we've got a lot of players around this contest. Lonnie are back in front. Seen some thrillers at Windsor Park in the last couple of years as Karanoy out sees the ball out of bounds. A couple of one-goal results here last year with Glenorchy involved.
They're a fairly good outfit, the Dandenong Stingrays, leading the competition at the moment.
Yep. Downey throwing, 25 round from Lauderdale's goal. Room over the back if they can get it there. Will they get straight to Seymour, who's caught, releases the handball. Bumped away, probably intelligently there by Tyrrell. Goes as far as Anderton. He's tackled straight away. So Tyrrell there, smart, maybe risky thing, but he just got it out of the area with a big 30-metre thump. Now it's another stoppage, but it's on the defensive side of the centre square. We've been playing 3.5 minutes. Launceston an early goal has put them back in front. Harper there wrestling with an opponent in Siggins. Picked up by Saunders. Handball finds Smith, who's tackled. They calls a ball in from the balcony. But it's going to be another ball up. Defensive side of the centre square. Lauderdale 8-11-59, trailing Launceston 9-8-62.
And the ball is just inside the centre square as the ball is thrown up, and Smith gets the tap down. The Lauderdale player missed with the boot what he tried to kick, and Launceston out of defence, and the ball has gone towards Killaley on the no, it's not, it's indeed it's Taylor on centre wing, and he's been set upon, and there'll be a bounce or a throw up just on centre wing broadcasting side of the ground. Brilliant sunshine to complete the final term here. Very little in the game all day. Both teams working manfully. Lederman just gets the tap down, but it goes in the direction of Franklin. He's set upon. Ball goes back to ground level. Lauderdale with the numbers here. Bill Chambers puts boot the ball and kicks inside 50. Well, they all fall over. Running onto it though is Raglione, who runs it right onto the square and suckles it off the ground through for a major. Raglione kicks 1 goal in the third and now 1 in the fourth to kick 2 goals for the day. And Lauderdale 9-11-65. They hit the lead again now. Launceston 9-8-62, and we played 5 minutes in the final term.
Inside 50s 2-1 Lauderdale's way, and they're starting to win those clearances, Macca.
Just the clearances here. It was Franklin getting his hands on the ball first, but I'll tell you what, they're rolling the dice a little bit, Lauderdale, because they're leaving the defensive side open for Launceston. If they can get clean hands, they're away. So very much attacking footy at the moment. It's just a matter of linking up. Launceston a little bit unfortunate. It was Raglione who just had the superior pace over the top to kick the goal. 2 goals for Raglione. So Seagulls start screeching as the bounce goes outside the larger of the centre circles. It's a goal apiece last term. Long way to go in this game. As it's Leadham who wins it towards Seymour, who tries to release a handball. He's fighting again for it, second time. Nobody can win it. Gilby to Leadham, who'll just thump it forward intelligently. The 6-6-6 in play here. Pumped away from Blackberry. Over the back, picked up again by Blackberry. Great pick up. Round the corner to Holt, will be under pressure. He takes it. Anderton does well, wins the contest. Handball only as far as Blackberry. He gets a high tackle. 2 kicks out from goal. Jay Blackberry. Oh, the umpire has called it back. Number 14 was in the way. That's Casey Brown. No, Casey Brown was in the way.
It's unfortunate because the kick went straight down the throat of Bristow in scoring distance. And now he has to kick it again. Blackberry from 70 out. Kicks it to the hot spot. Looking for a mark. Right, flew high. Perkins might claim the mark, not paid. They clear it out now through Josh McGuinness to Hill. Left foot kick in hope. A lot of blues around the ball. Here's Boyd. Oh, nice smothered handball there from Keranoia. It's 2 against 1, and Keranoia won the contest. It was going to come back inside 50 otherwise. The boundary throw in far side of Windsor Park. 6.5 minutes gone. 9-8-62 Launceston, 9-11-65 Lauderdale.
Shadow starting to form over the ground at the northern end, but it's in brilliant sunshine where Lederman tups it towards the half-forward line. There'll be a throw-up from the umpire here just outside 50. Going to the town end, Launceston in the final term. Of course, Lauderdale going to the Exeter or the Garner end as the ball is tossed skyward. Short throw up by the umpire, didn't allow the ruckman to clear the ball all that well, so therefore another pack forms. So let's see if he can throw it a little higher this time. And it's a short throw up. The ruckman just don't get there quite quick enough.
Interesting that Thorpe's rolled himself right up to this stoppage.
Now there's a little bit better, and ball scrambly. Quick hands out, and there is Thorpe. Backhands it to a teammate. And I think there's a free kick going to be applied to that Casey Brown. I think it might be on the bottom of the pack.
Yep.
He's the one that comes up with the free kick. Thorpe was the teammate that shoveled it out to him. There's his kick now, straight towards an opposition player, but it floats over the back, almost taken by Bistro. He kicks it inside 50, but the defence of Lauderdale was strong. Out of defence, the ball flies and it goes straight to Vanderpool, who's been hardly seen today, but doing his job pretty well in the back line though. Gets it on to Hodge. Hodge kicks it inside 50. Ball breaks down to Blackberry, who's really dominating in the last term with a right foot. The non-preferred, he's dribbled it through for a goal. And Launceston move along to 10 goals 8-68. And they hit the lead again because Lauderdale at 9-11-65 as Blackberry kicks his second for the day.
That's all about the experience there, Macca. Right place, right time.
Yeah, and good finish. Jeez, it's just going to bring something to this side in the second half of the year, Jay Blackberry. He's played for the state, and you know, he's just like a recruit, isn't he?
Yep.
At this stage of the season, he'd be up and about. He'll play a lot more midfield time too as the season goes on.
It's fair to say today, Launceston are at absolute full strength.
Okay.
I don't think they've got any players out injured.
Interesting you say, you know, about the Vandervelds and that, Baz. They've just all played their role today, Launceston. And they deserve to win this game. They've all played their role.
Back in the middle. Leadham does well. Push off the ball over Seymour. Franklin takes it. Swings a kick to the wing. The advantage there of Trupp. Oh, nice little handball to Burge. The new boys link up and Burge kicks it towards Elliott. Great footy, Lauderdale.
There's your 6-6-6. They know now, don't they, that the wingers are going to be one-on-one out here, and they just get it out into space, but it was a terrific kick inside 50.
And that's all about the recruiting there with Burge to Trupp to Elliott. All new players to the Southern Bombers this year.
Big kick, Barry Triffett.
And his experienced player, Elliott, kicked a few this year. Launches for goal. Umpire works a little, but it's a goal. And Lauderdale back in front. It's goal for goal here in the last quarter. through 10 minutes. 10-11-71 to 10-8-68. And lovely kick to Matt Elliott there. Mac, he didn't have to break stride.
Yeah, you mentioned he's kicked 8 for the season. That makes his 9th, and he's one of those players that, as we mentioned earlier in the game, has come down from the Circular Head Giants, the old Smithton Football Club, and he's been a terrific recruit for the Lauderdale district.
Confident finish.
They've thrown McManus forward, so they think he can kick him a goal. Leadham's just starting to get his hand on the ball a little bit more than Smith at the moment. Smith's just worn down a bit. Let's see what Leadham can do this time.
10.5 minutes, 3 points the margin. It's been that way now for about 30 minutes. As the ball's back in centre field, could have been a free kick. The umpire invites them all to play on. Berger's been really good, gets the handball back to Smith. Smith kicks it out of defence inside 50. The ball lands. Vanderveld's at ground level. He gets the handball out somehow to Tuttle. Tuttle kicks it out of defence. He was looking for Danello and bounced awkwardly for him. Lauderdale player's been tagged too high, and he'll take the free kick in. Sam Siggins, who's been a pretty good contributor for them this afternoon.
Injury, boys. Gets it back to second.
Yep, there's his kick. I looked to see who was injured, and the kick was applied at the same time. And it's Ben McGuinness, who's kicked 2 goals for the Bombers today. And well within striking distance here. He'll kick from about 45 metres directly in front.
It's Bell Chambers that's gone off, boys, so he was instrumental in that third quarter centre clearances. He's just looking maybe at an ankle or something like that, just rolled it.
Get Chris onto that over there.
A slight limp, but this late in the game, they need someone like him to keep getting those centre clearances. This is a big kick, Baz.
Well, he's gone back on the long Dennis Lilly run in. Back he comes now. He's going to kick from 45. Looks very deliberate. Kicks it a little bit to the left and just actually scraped through in the end for a minor score.
One of your tee shots, Baz, just didn't quite hit it in the middle.
It wasn't quite sweet. It didn't come out of the middle. No, that's exactly right. So there's the Smith. That was a torpedo that's floated extremely rare, if you like, and the Lauderdale mark has just chipped it in quickly to Saunders, who's been one of Lauderdale's better players today, and he's marked right on 50. Now we just saw Ben McGuinness just get the distance from inside 50. You would think this is going to be an extremely good kick late in the day for Alex Saunders to be able to travel the distance, because he'll kick it from just outside 50. There he comes in now, right on the 50-metre line he is, in fact, and it's going to go right to the goal line. I think it's cleared the pack. It's accurate enough. It is. That's a goal for Lauderdale, and there you go. Hit the lead now. Lauderdale are 11-12-78. And Launceston at 10-8-68, there's a 10-point margin.
Well, the boy for the Gippsland Power Macca and from Lake's entrance, he's done the job.
Yeah, he's a nice mover, isn't he? And he forms a little 1-2 punch there, Saunders and Karanaya.
Got boundary with Chris Sayer. Chris?
Yeah, Bell Chambers just came off with the sore leg, but I think he's right. He will be back on very shortly.
No worries. So he might have just copped a knock on the shin or something. So it's good news for the Bombers. And that's 2 goals out now, or 10 points. Still a long way to go. So he wouldn't write the Blues off yet, but I think the next goal, if Lauderdale were to get it, might just kill off the contest. So in the middle of beautiful sun-drenched Windsor Park, it's been a good contest here today. Smith gets it down to Siggins, gets a kick away towards the wing. Saunders does well, takes the grab, play on. Saunders, long kick towards full forward. Ben McGuinness in it, resting there with Smith, falls over the back. And Raglione takes it, snaps on goal, impossible angle, gets it straight out of bounds on the full.
Let's see how Lauderdale's set up here, because they can just tuck them away in this back pocket. If they get their set up, they can get repeat entries from the Bombers. Smith looks to go right. Going to take the game on.
Goes with another big drop punt straight to Hayden Smith, although Danila makes a contest. Smith drops the mark. Siggins, they're pumping it inside 50 again. Ben McGuinness takes it, no! Yeah, free kick. Free kick, chopping in the arm, says the umpire.
Yeah. Just got over the shoulder a little bit at the same time to Conway.
It gets up a bit sore.
This is what I've been saying all day. They just haven't been able to get the ball to this bloke. He probably should have kicked 4 goals in the first quarter. Tried to take a couple of hangers, and they just haven't been able to get it deep enough into him, because every time he gets it, he's looked to either take a mark, or at least he puts the Launceston defenders under pressure, does Ben McGuinness. 8
inside 50s to 4 this quarter. And I mentioned this almost shut the gate in this contest, you'd think. Ben McGuinness, he's had his opportunities today. Skips in, 35 out, Ben McGuinness, umpire works again. Yes, one
Oh,
behind.
he thinks he's kicked it.
He thinks he's kicked it, but he hasn't. 11-13-79. Plays 10-8-68. He went back in celebration.
Well, they all did. Yeah.
Jake Smith kicks it out towards Harper, who takes the mark at half back.
Just the one that makes the decision didn't celebrate. There's the kick now from Harper. Kicks it out into the Fletcher Seymour direction. There's a free kick being given to the Lauderdale player, but advantage is allowed, and it's taken by Mitch Anderton. He kicks inside 50, comes off hands. As Jacob Gilby sees it across the boundary, there'll be a throw in.
There's little moments in game, boys, where, especially when it's close, that effort by Mitch Anderton then on Fletcher Seymour just to get a fist in when it was one-on-one. He's undersized Anderton, but just mark that moment down.
There's the throw in, right on the 50-metre semicircle. Neither ruckman get it. Burge takes it, gets it off the ground, and it goes straight to Vanderfield, who marks on half-back. He loves the handball, he does, and he gets the handball off there to his teammate Ian Brown, who gets it a little bit further on to Killalea. Ball goes to ground level here, and the umpire says we'll bounce it up just inside.
Halfman's been quite fine, hasn't he?
And he was magnificent against the Tigers last time I saw him here.
I reckon he's only had, what, a handful of touches.
Yep.
There's the bounce down again, still a nullified tap. Oh, taken away beautifully here by Siggins. Siggins from 60 metres out, kicks it, touch right on the line. It's bouncing out. Raglione runs onto it, gets it back a little bit further to Gilby. Gilby's been tackled, ball goes to ground, got to be dropping the ball.
Yep.
Yes. Free kicks to Launceston deep in the back pocket.
10 minutes left, I reckon.
Miller Hodge, massive tackle, Miller Hodge.
And Hodge from the last line of defence kicks it on the clubhouse side of the ground towards Dunellan, knocked away from him. Goes to Fletcher Seymour, who has been tackled every time he's got the possession of the ball today, but somehow he got a handball off to Bristro. Then the kick come out of that far side by Blackberry towards the centre of the ground, bounces awkwardly, ends up down there with Walsh. Ball goes to ground level again. Running in and on it is the Lauderdale player who just shovels the handball out wide. They got the numbers in the shadows over there. The ball's kicked just inside 50. Ball goes to ground level just inside Lauderdale's 50. Oh, there's a kick there by Burge, and he kicks it straight into the waiting arms of Trupp, who just stands 10 metres in front of Elderfield, and he will just have a deliberate shot at goal.
Tim Bristow got a poke in the eye there. He's just running away from the contest.
Started the game really well down back, did Trupp, and then they moved him forward in the third and was pretty much unsighted, apart from the one touch. There's a couple of afters over there as well. But
they've got so many versatile players, haven't they?
Oh, look, they can throw them back and forward midfield. Yeah, good efforts there. Trupp looks.
Trupp, he's leaning back on his kick, and it's just off to a minor score. So they lead by 12 points, 2 straight goals. Very handy lead as we go to the 17.5-minute mark of the final term, and here for City Park Radio is Dave Moore.
Ryan Tyrrell kicks it long out of defence. They just can't clear the area at the moment. Siggins takes the mark.
He's been massive, boys. I put a circle around him here.
Especially second half.
Oh, absolutely massive in the second half. I was a bit critical of him first half, but he's really been influential.
Pumps it inside 50.
Oh!
McGuinness gets up.
It
was over his teammate, so I don't think it was.
Oh, it's over his teammate, righto.
Smith gets the handball away. Kick off the ground in the back pocket. Jacob Boyd just hacks it. Close to the boundary line. McManus. Well, that's a nice mark. It's taken there by Fletcher Seymour.
He's been in the best too, don't worry.
And a lot of pressure. So it's 2 goals straight the difference. I saw a draw last night at Elfin. 2 goals here. We've got another one here at Windsor Park. There's nice kick. Finds right.
No overtime today though, Dave Moore.
No. It's where they're falling down across half back. They can't seem to get it past the centre. Jack Tuthill. Little handball away now to Tyrrell. Tyrrell at half back for the Blues. Kick here to the advantage of Poffin when he takes it. Little kick to Thorpe, it's over his head. Now it's a contest. Players overrun the ball. Oh, Perkins took a few on, not penalised. Siggins again. Right at half forward for Launceston. Thorpe. Little kick goes nowhere. Straight there to Perkins, who's tackled immediately. In fact, it's Josh McGuinness. So ball up, 40 out. They do need this next goal. Time not the enemy just yet. We're 19 minutes. Quarter's probably going to go 25-26. Where's the ball going to fall? It's Phil Bellchambers to Franklin. The old firm here with Walsh. Kick semi-smothered. Chance for Bristow. Handballs backwards to lead in the big fella. Shows a bit of agility. But short distance kick is out of bounds. 70 around from Launceston's goal. They trail by an even 2 goals. 10-8 to 11-14. But a good game here at Windsor Park. And things evening up in the TSL. Should be a good contest tonight at Utah Stadium between the Bombers and the Tigers. Joby Harper's kick is smothered. Siggins fighting hard. Still near the boundary line. Bristow and someone's back there. Umpire balls it up again.
North Hobart, Glenorchy tomorrow, Foz.
Yep. Very interesting that game. I think Hugh Williams Senior might be playing his 150th.
Yep.
Great effort from him. As a player might be a bit semi-injured here.
Give you a Tassie Devils score. I've got a little bit of time. Stingrays 5-1-31 lead the Tassie Devils 3-5-23.
Oh, that's not too bad. The Devils right in it. It's out of bounds again.
15 minutes into the second quarter there. And in the AFL, Dave, we have a little lull. In the AFL, 2 games going on at the moment. Collingwood have kicked away there 111 to secure to 65. And the Fozzie Moore-led Brisbane Lions 11-11-77 lead Adelaide 9-11-65.
Okay, so back in the play. We've finally got some positive play happening with Lauderdale kicking out of their defensive half-back line. And it's out of bounds. Right on centre wing, or maybe just the attacking side of centre wing for Lauderdale. It's 68 plays 80. 21-minute mark, so time now starting to run down a little bit for the Launceston Footy Club.
Yes, a heady lead, 12 points. They need 3 scoring shots, and time starting to run out. Lauderdale looking very good. There's Siggins again, and he gets a quick handball over the top. Denellen runs in there for Launceston. He's under the pump. Lauderdale fella beat him to the ball in the end, and the ball has been kicked. I thought that was a whistle on play, but it's defended by Tuttle back there for Launceston. He kicks it out of defence and goes towards half forward. But a great mark by the Lauderdale player there in Josh McGuinness at centre half back as he shields his eyes from the sun. And he now kicks it out wide, looking for Walsh, and he marks it on half back deep over near the interchange area.
It's been good as well, Bryce Walsh, second half.
There's his kick in towards the centre wing position. Goes to ground level. Bell Chambers with it. Pushes off one player. Gets it on to the inside out. And then kicks it. Taken back there by Tuttle. He's on half back. Gets it on to Joby Harper in centre field. His teammate runs onto it and tries to take advantage, but that'll probably cost a little bit of time.
It does, because look at Lauderdale running back into the gaps now, Baz. That was just, had to get it back to him straight away.
Yep. Joby Harper with the kick now. He's got nothing on offer, so he kicks towards Holt, and he's got 3 opposition players. They thump it all to ground level. Taken by Boyd. He's set upon. And Halframan was there as well. At the base of the pack there now is Hodge.
Took him on. Gone.
And
gone.
he tried to break through and had prior opportunity, according to the umpire. So Lauderdale with the free kick across half back out to Wish Wilson.
The pressure on the ball carrier today has been fantastic.
It has indeed. There's the kick towards us here on the broadcasting side of the ground. Kiranura has got it and he goes inboard. And he's looking for Walsh again.
I think it's Burge this time.
Burge this time. Yeah, they've both got blonde hair, haven't they? About the same size. And his kick goes in towards the half forward line. That's good strong mark by Boyd. For the Blues. Need to get the ball on quickly. Little chip to Smith. Doesn't help them in any way. He's still on their half-back line. Lauderdale have manned up beautifully. Ball goes over the pack. It's gone into the centre of the ground. Taken by Killalea. Gets the off there to Hodge. Hodge kicks in towards Thorpe. Has been quiet in the second half. He's a long way from goal. He swings out wide. He's looking for Holt out there. Stumped away from him by Anderton.
Yeah, again, really good, Baz.
And Anderton onto the left boot. Kicks it out of defence and kicks towards centre wing, heading in the Seymour direction. He traps it once, traps it twice, and then gets the handball off quickly to his teammate there. And the Blues out of defence on the outer side there, goes towards the boundary line where Walsh sees it across, and there'll be a throw in on the half back line for Lauderdale. We've played, what is that, Dave? 24 minutes. Yep. 24 minutes into the final term.
I'm going to leave you in a minute, boys.
68 plays 80.
You left your 3-2-1 for us, Maggot?
Yeah, I left you 3-2-1. Could have raffled the last couple, but yeah, look, I just went the greatest influence in that second half. A lot of players have played a good first half. You mentioned Thorpe, Harper and co, but just gone out of it in the second half as Lauderdale have kept coming.
Thanks, Macca, for being with us this afternoon.
No worries, guys. Have a good last 5 minutes or so. I'll head off and I'll catch you in a week or so.
As the ball's now at half forward for Launceston. Taken by Killalea, trying to wrestle free. I'm sure he penalised here. He did take it on. The umpire has mercy. So 24 and a half minutes gone. And we can score 2 goals as we've seen in the last week that Melbourne Gold Coast game. You can score 2 goals in 47 seconds. So they're not out of it, but they're going to have to get the first of those 2 pretty soon. And Lauderdale now going to attack through Walsh. Up to half forward and great use of the body. McGuinness hands it off to Trupp. This will seal it, probably any score will. And Trupp has missed. Does he? No, he's got it. He snuck it in the right-hand goal post. And Edward Trupp puts this contest to bed, I'd say, here at Windsor Park. 12-14, 86. Lauderdale 10-8, 68 for Launceston. And I think that's Edward Trupp's first goal of the day.
It is, yep.
Yeah, so 3 goals the difference now in 25.5 minute mark. It's been a good contest, Baz, but in the arm wrestle, sometimes the team higher on the ladder just has that little bit of poise and experience. And the pressure on the Launceston ball carrier, as I just said, has been superb.
Fantastic all day. And Trupp played the first half in the defensive zone. He really blossomed into the forward area in this second half. And topped off a pretty good game by him by kicking a goal deep into the final term. Smith getting a nice tap down now, but somehow it ended up with his opposition ruckman in Leadham, and he kicks in towards half forward. But that defensive zone of Lauderdale is just too strong across that half back line. They're just repelling everything that Launceston tried to put into their forward zone, and has kept them very, very quiet in this last term, because Launceston were 8-8 at three-quarter time. They've just kicked the 2 goals in the final term. They're 10-8. They trail 12-14 Lauderdale, and we've only got a couple of minutes to go in the game. Balls are being very scramble type football there at the moment, and the umpire will be forced to throw it up right on the 50-metre semicircle. Launceston heading to the town end in the final turn. Perfect conditions all day here at Windsor Park. Thorpe actually gets the tap down, but it goes straight to his opposition player there in Siggins. Got it over the top. Ends up there with Elliott, gets it out a little bit wider, and here comes the player in Saunders around the outer ring here as the siren sounds to complete the game here at Windsor Park. And it's Lauderdale 12-14, 86. Finished all over top of Launceston really in the last 10 or 15 minutes. Launceston 10-8, 68. Goal kickers for Lauderdale. There's 2 apiece to Nick Raglione, Phil Bell-Chambers, and also Ben McGuinness, and singles to the other players, Alex